Hey, I hope you're doing well out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. But I want to let you know, if you're not, you've come to the right place, because I have a song for that. I wrote this for a relative who was very sick a few years ago, and it seems appropriate for now, also going through this, just the uncertainty of the virus spread and the economy problems. So I just want to share this with you, and then I just have a few words after that as well. I feel so weak and overwhelmed, nothing to see, nothing to tell. The thief has come to steal my breath, ravage my mind till all that's left is a heart lost and wandering for its home, a soul torn apart over answers that don't come. Jesus, I cry out from the depths of my despair. Do you even care? Oh, Jesus. Afflictions fall and doubts rush in, well-meaning friends try to defend my God, who promised never would he leave. So I wonder why it seems I'm left a bruised and broken reed. Oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, I cry out from the depths of my despair. Oh, I know you're there. Oh, Jesus, oh, pressed but not crushed, confused but not abandoned, yeah, struck down but not destroyed. Oh, my hope is in you, and as my mind is renewed, I will fix my eyes on what is unseen. Jesus, Jesus, now I see that I am not my own. You're my refuge, in me you have made your home. Oh my God, I know I'll never be alone. You're all I have, oh Jesus. So I just want to say a couple of words. Well, it'll probably be more than two, but just a little humor there. Do we need that right now? I think so. I was just listening to a sermon this morning talking about the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt, and it was a really interesting thought, because I've never heard anybody talk about how that must have been the parting of the Red Sea and the crossing of the Red Sea probably wasn't a walk in the park. We tend to, romanticize it. We see the Ten Commandment movie and it's all majestic and everything. The Prince of Egypt movie, that was maybe a little bit more accurate, but it's animated, so only so realistic you can go there. But at any rate, I really think the pastor I was listening to this morning was making a good point in that in the midst of their miracle, in the place of God rescuing them from the Egyptians being fast on their heels, trying to drag them back to Egypt as slaves, God wanting to deliver them and take them into the promised land, they're at this crossroads of the Red Sea. And I think when the strong wind that God brought to come in to take the water up and push it up like walls of water, many feet up into the air. I don't know how high it was, but it was probably pretty high and pretty freaky looking. I mean, it probably looked like it could be a tsunami at any time coming at you, on both sides. You're thinking this could collapse. God, please don't let this fall. And these thousands of Israelites walking through together, probably running. They probably weren't walking. This was, like I said, this wasn't a walk in the park. This was a pretty intimidating thing that was happening. They were very awestruck, I'm sure. And so how does that relate to what we're going through right now? Well, this virus is just taking over the world, so to speak. The economy is threatened. There isn't a place you can go. It's not like you can go to another country and maybe it'll be better. It's pretty much everywhere, and the restrictions are everywhere, and the craziness is everywhere. So there's really no escape except in your peace with the Lord. And if you don't know him, man, this is a great time to come to know Jesus right now. But at any rate, the peace that passes understanding, he wants to draw us into in the midst of this. If we're walking through this, and we are his people, we're walking through sort of like on dry ground in the midst of this chaos. It's chaos, loud winds, water's rushing. I don't know what it sounded like, but I imagine it was pretty crazy. People even maybe screaming, panicking around you. I mean, grabbing their kids, let's go, let's get out of here before these waters, fall back down again. And even though they wanted to trust God, some of them probably weren't. Some of them were probably walking through at peace because they really were trusting God, but some of them might not have been. But God still was protecting them nonetheless. He was still leading them out, and he was going to get every last one of them out before the waters came crashing down. And so as his people right now, take heart that he's with you, that he loves you, that he's for you and not against you, as Romans 8 assures us. Anyway, that's my message of encouragement today. I just want to share that with you because I just feel like so many people, including myself, have been tempted to doubt, to be afraid. It's not hard, and all you have to do is listen to the news or anything like that for a few talk shows or whatever for a few minutes, and you're starting to feel like not so faithful anymore. I encourage you though not to surround yourself with that. If you want to check on the stats, the news, whatever, once a day, that's fine. Keep up with it, but more than that, get yourself in the Word, get yourself in worship, spend time in his presence so you can have that peace in the midst of this, craziness around us. Draw near to him and he will draw near to you. Amen.